Related to 9/11 specifically, again, younger children, we provide the facts. We're very careful about showing them or allowing them to view footage that can be disturbing. Older kids, teenagers for example, we can provide them with a little bit more detail about things. One of the things when I was working at Girls and Boys Town, you saw on live TV people jumping out of windows. And the organization I worked for, they made the decision not to allow any of the kids watch that footage. I think as parents we need to sort of think about the impact those images may have, even on teenagers. So providing information again and being cautious about the level of coverage that they're exposed to. I think the other thing we do with all kids is just open up dialogue. Again, when I was in Omaha, Nebraska, a couple of kids, one of the things that happened that day actually was President Bush's plane was diverted to the Air Force Base in Omaha, Nebraska. And so we had some kids that were worried that there was going to be terrorist attacks in Omaha. Now, if you've ever been to Omaha, you know that's probably a low site, but we had to reassure them that, that as much as we can within our control, we'll keep you safe. And we have some things in place to do that. So I think those are things that I would recommend communicating to kids and talking with kids about these things. We don't know. We don't know the impact that these traumatic events can have longitudinally across time. We're just beginning to sort of look at these questions. We know the impact that these kinds of things have for people who actually witnessed them, were in them, were there in New York City, for instance, or who were close to the events. We know that these kinds of events later on can trigger post-traumatic experiences or responses. But for the majority of us who were sort of a bit removed, we might have even seen the footage, for example, in class or on TV. How can you not avoid for weeks everything? We just don't know the kind of impact or the long-term effects that those kinds of experiences may have had or may have on us.